All right, sorry I got inspired. Locker room. Interior locker room day. Grace takes his fighting gi from the locker, printed in black letter on the gi's backside is Grace Jiu-Jitsu. There is a small cloth patch of an Apache fighter sewn into the gi's shoulder. The brown and ash-colored patch reveals a warrior carrying a spear on a wild bucking Mustang horse. Grace picks up his black belt tipped with 4 red stripes on the edge. Cut to interior room. Night. Grace talks to her. I really go by GL, not Grace. So I can't call you Grace? Not around the ring or in public. Just call me GL. It's a long story. I want to hear it. Okay. I thought Grace was a sissy name that my parents gave me, so I go by GL now. Okay? GL? Yeah. I like Grace better. You are the only one that can call me Grace, okay? Deal? Let's shake on it. She stands up to shake his hand. This is our secret handshake. He shows Rainey his secret handshake. She blushes. Cut to. Here is Seen the Rain. Fight night. Grace Lippin versus Teddy the Samson Rodriguez. Interior fighting cage. Dallas night. Dallas UFC pro night. Small crowd. Mostly truckers, rideshare drivers, gamblers, drunkards, and hollering fools. Grace spits after sipping from his sporty water bottle. Samson bounces up and down. Fighting on the blue corner, weighing in at 233 pounds, fighting from New Jersey, Judo Dojo, the one and only Teddy, the Samson Rodriguez, and fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 176 pounds, undefeated in his region, fighting out of Fort Worth, representing Grace Jiu-Jitsu, Grace Lippin. Dean Stills. Oh shit. Grace leans into the Dean. I thought you changed it to GL. Grace is a good name. GL. Don't worry about it. Don't let it get to you. So what, are people going to call me Grace now? Coach, I told you I thought Grace sounded sissy. Dean messages his shoulder and gives him water from the water bottle. Music fades up from the giant speakers in the corner of the stadium. Music cued, Have You Ever Seen the Rain by Creedence Clearwater. It sounds tough. Stop worrying. Drink this. Stay hydrated. And don't worry about it. Focus on the fight, not on your name. Now people are going to call me Grace. This is ridiculous. Grace spits out the water. Just fight the man, Grace. Just fight the man. Cut 2. Moments later, sound of a sign interrupts the music. A bell announces the fight will begin. Ref is between 2 fighters as they stare at one another. Okay, that's okay. I forgot to change that beforehand. Sorry about that. Just give me a second while I do this. With seriousness. You're ready. You're ready. Fight clean. Fight hard. Fight fair. Let's get it on. The ref claps his hands. They approach the fight. Cut 2, Grace grapples. Grace wraps his legs around Samson's waist, twists Samson to the ground. They grapple. Grace slips around to his side and begins an armbar. The ref gets low and close to them. Ref begins to call it. Samson taps out. Grace stands up. The ref raises Grace's right arm in the air. Victory. Cut 2, Rainey watches TV. Interior living room night. Rainey lies on the couch and watches television. The television light glows off her face. She wears a dorky glasses and sips on wine. Close up on TV screen. 4th degree black belt in the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We notice Grace on the TV set. As he punches a punching bag, Rainey watches the fighting program. Grace Lippin is undefeated Ultimate Fighting Champion in the art of Jiu-Jitsu, and he has earned more titles than anyone in mixed martial arts. This title has earned him more than $110,000 in prize money. At only 176 pounds, he is once again the lightest competitor in the tournament, but that hasn't stopped him so far. A master grappler. Expect Grace to take his opponents to the ground where he could apply his devastating chokes and joint locks. Close up on Grace. Hi, I'm Grace Lippin, and I'm back to defend my title as the Ultimate Fighting Champion. TV set. And there is a Grandmaster himself and the Grace train, father and son and brothers making up the famous pack. All these guys are deadly and ready to bring up the heat. Tracking shot of Grace train. Grace and his brothers making up a family train. Father, son, and brothers slowly enter the aisles toward the fighting cage. Music. Grace tucks his head into the back of one of his brothers as they slowly make their way to the cage entrance. Samson enters. Interior UFC cage that night. Out of the blue corner, Grace bounces up and down. A spotlight arises at the back of the stadium. Samson enters. Cut 2, close up on television. Just like the biblical Samson before him, his hair is uncut, long and wavy, and Samson believes he is a warrior in the service of the Lord. This third-degree black belt in the art of Taekwondo is practicing minister who travels 6 months out of the year preaching the gospel. At 6'2", 220 pounds, and with an incredible 5% level of body fat, this phenomenally conditioned fighter plans to administer some Samson jawbone throwdown to his opponent. Cut 2, close-up of Samson. My name is Samson Leopold, and I'm originally from Hawaii. I'm fighting out in Marina del Rey, California. My purpose here is to bring the gospel of Jesus Christ to the whole world. Electric guitar comes in, and Christian rock music, or instrumental music, plays. Close-up on Samson's kneeling and praying over the mat. Close-up on Grace staring at him. He doesn't look happy. Close-up of a sign that reads, Jesus said, if anyone would come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. Matthew 16:24, Holy Bible. Cut 2, Samson kneels and prays on mat. Grace stares at him. Grace looks serious. Please welcome another red corner practicing minister of 26 years old and is native of Hawaii, preaching the gospel and perfecting the art of Taekwondo, a third-degree black belt, 6'2" and 220 pounds. Please welcome Samson. And please welcome back 49 years of age and two-time defending champion out of the blue corner, representing Fort Worth Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And at the 6 foot weighing in at 170 pounds, he has won over $110,000 of prize money with a record of 58-1. Grace Lippin. And he looks ready, an older fighter, and he started older too. Older than most, and he is with us tonight. Looks very red and very serious. Crowd cheers. You're looking at one hell of a fighter. Cut 2, fighter cage. Interior fighter cage, UFC champions, moments later. Moments have passed in the fight. Samson has Grace pinned down in the corner. Samson's eyes show in pain. The camera films them from beneath. Grace is on his right side shoulder now and administers the arm lock on Samson. Close-up of Samson's hand tapped the mat. He is trying to get the arm lock. Oh, Samson tapped out. Samson has tapped out. Cut 2. Rainey turns off TV off. Interior living room that night. Rainey turns the television off. Her eyes are teary. Cut 2, interior Japanese airport night. St. Patty the Great walks out in the airport terminal located in Japan. He puts the luggage on the Uber trunk. St. Patty the Great speaking in his cell phone. Tokyo Dojo for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He puts the phone to his ear. Make sure it's the one downtown Tokyo. I will. Driver, the one in Tokyo. Just take me to Tokyo. Arigato. Cut 2. Dojo, Japan, Tokyo. St. Patty walks in and bows to the Japanese owner of the dojo. The dojo owner speaks in a thick Japanese accent. Welcome to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We spoke on the phone. You're St. Patty the Great. Yes, we did speak. Cut 2, back room, Japanese dojo that night. St. Patty listens. We know, Grace. He's dangerous, man. We know you want to learn very bad. We know we can teach you. You provide money, we teach you very good. Good? This is why I'm here, sir. Cut 2, dojo. Interior, Dojo, Japan, Tokyo, office room. Japanese lady folds a white towel and watches an online series on her smartphone. What you watching? It is funny, look. She holds the phone up and he watches. What is this? They are funny. Beach ball hurricane scene. St. Patty the Great. Who are they? His name is Grace Lippin. What does he do? I don't know. He's funny, look. Cut 2. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Dojo Day. On the wall is a plaque titled Coach Dean Stilson, UFC Champion. A black and white photo hangs near the back of the Coach Dean Stilson's office. The photo shows Dean Stilson and Grace Lippin standing before a trophy case. The phone rings, and Dean Stilson picks up the phone. Close-up on Coach Dean Stilson. Hello. Yes, that's true. He does train here. I'm his trainer. Yes, I'm the one and only Dean Stilson. Yes, I see. Okay. Give me one moment. Dean stands from the desk and walks over to the glass door. He opens it and calls out, Grace, come here. Grace Lippin is jumping with his jump rope. He drops the rope and walks over to the office. Have you heard of this guy? Dean Stilson shows Grace his smartphone. Yep. He wants to fight you. St. Patty wants to fight me? Yes, this one's for real, Grace. A title. Cut 2. A black and silver sign arises with a number and words, 10 years later. Interior, truck, sunset, 10 years later. A sign that reads, 10 years later, Barksville, Texas. Rainey snacks on a bag of Frito-Lay. Grace drives. We're going to cut here.